Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Balance of Being Sports Podcast, which you got the host for the most amount of the planet, Yawa King Kang ECG, and my family.
Yo, it's your boy Da Vinci, star of the ego, feed the soul.
And we got the Buffalo Kid in here today,
It's your boy Sly, man. 716 here.
and King Mills.
Yes, sir. Your boy from the 718 New York City and Houston. 832. Stand up. You already know.
Okay, now Da Vinci, I know he's very passionate about this one, so you go ahead, single him up, let him go do his thing, and then we'll jump in after, Brody.
Well,
Da
can you
Vinci.
guys see me? Can you guys see me?
Nah, you paused in that very stoic look. It's all right, keep talking. You'll start moving eventually.
Oh wow, that's crazy. I can't even see myself. But yeah, the NBA viewers just dropped like 28%, bro. It's not looking good, man. No one is really watching Baltimore because the league is just soft. The league is full of crybaby whiners, guys, guys who are not just coming out to play every night. But it's not. It's the league's fault, I say. The guys, players can take a little bit blame too, but we talked about this before. It's the league's fault, man. The league is where it starts with, and the league's got to do something. WNBA viewership going up, NBA going down,
Wow.
right?
What's that?
Pardon me?
I said that's sad.
It is. It is. But shout out to the WNBA. I like it. Um, but yeah, for the NBA, man, I think Adam Silver is being too soft on certain things here. I think he needs to change a few things. It's just people are not interested anymore. I mean, guys like us, we're gonna watch because we're students and we're lifers of this game. But like, you need to draw more people in.
For sure.
Um, the reason why the ratings is dropping because well, we could go with a plethora of things, but I'll just throw out you becoming too political. You're becoming too you're driving the force of offense only, buckets, 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 and at the end of the day, um, just like Vinci said, sports is more of like a life situation. Like I look at sports more of a life lesson. Um, if you constantly want to give things so easily, then what did you learn off that? What was the challenge? How did you grow?
Right.
So if you want to put out a product of buckets and then want to come up with, just BS situation, like it's like they're having barbershop into a game where the integrity of the game was what barbershop talks was all about. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't on some like, oh well, we got this fantasy world and we should just put it out there. And no, you gotta show grit, you gotta show grind, you gotta show challenges, you gotta respect both sides of the ball. This game isn't all about offense. This game is also about defense. So when you want to go with a pity pat situation, you want to narrow down on the rules, you want to add um transition take foul.
Yeah.
You want to speed it up with the shot clock so you can speed up more of an offensive rate off of an offensive
Yeah.
rebound. Like reward the defense, if
Yeah.
or reward the offensive player, or you know what I'm saying, the guy who's getting the rebound to get another 24-second shot clock. Like reward guys who's literally doing the dirty work. Don't sit here and pity pat the situation. And now all of a sudden you got ratings where guys are just not respecting the game.
You ever take on this slide?
Facts. Facts.
Yeah, I think it's like it's a plethora of little contributing factors. I think the biggest part is the lack of marketing of like a young star. Like I think they just lean so heavy on like LeBron and Curry and Durant for so long that they didn't do a good job of preparing the next star to be marketed. Like, and I think it's a few different stumbles they made. I think they put too much effort into trying to grow the overseas game so blatant and directly. Like I understand them doing it, but they did it in a way that was like it was just too bland, too direct. Like they should have been more subtle about it. Just emphasizing, like changing how the game to emphasize the 3 point shot when man, if we being real, yo, that's not what we like. That's not what Americans like, bro. We like big dudes dunking, like athletic guy, like, and I think they kind of made a mistake there because like who are the guys that you're gonna market now to be the next guy to carry the league? I feel like the league is in like a weird spot now to where like it always been a guy. Like they had it always been something to carry the league on to the next to keep it going. And I don't think there's a guy right now. And I think they're doing a lot of things to try to just desperately like keep the ship going, and it just looks bad. Like we had after Dr. J Jordan came in, it was a seamless transition. I mean, when I want to say Dr. J, I say like Magic and Bird.
Bird.
Jordan stepped right in, right? Then when Jordan left, Kobe and Shaq stepped right in. Then when Kobe and Shaq was on their way out, LeBron stepped right in. It's like now we see like LeBron, Curry, Durant are on their way out. They don't really have a super marketable person that's gonna step right in. Like
What
they
about
have
Ant Man?
I don't think Ant Man is. I don't. Okay, I think Ant Man is marketable, but I don't think he's there. He's not ready to carry the league for the next 15 years, like
Luca.
LeBron was ready to do it. I don't think he is either. And I don't think a European player could even do it. If we're being honest, I think Wemby maybe is their best chance, but I honestly I don't even think that can be done. I think that they didn't they just didn't set the timing up right. Like there's like it's gonna be a gap right there. Like you know what I'm saying? There's gonna be a gap before Ant Man can carry the league, and I think that's gonna show in the ratings. And I mean they're gonna have to figure something out. And
Well,
it ain't Bronny. It ain't having
oh
Bron.
well, yo, man,
That ain't that ain't the answer. But no,
yo,
because I feel like
man.
that's what that was. That was a whole ploy to make a story and get ratings, and it's like yo, that I don't think that's gonna work. Like you know what I'm
Hey
saying?
Mills, Homelander too, huh?
They,
Homelander and Homelander Jr.
oh man, I don't even.
You know the
I
vibes,
love
man.
Brownie. Brownie, my dog. I just don't think
Yo,
that ain't the ratings answer that y'all looking for. Like you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think it's gonna be a gap before the next guy. Like I guess it could be Ant Man, but it's gonna be like that little. It ain't gonna be that seamless transition that we've seen in the past.
Before you go,
um,
ECG, what makes you think that? And so they've been doing this right for about 10 to 15 years of trying to push the superstar, the guy to carry the lead. I think to me it's starting to get played out. How about you start just pushing team? Like
Like the
this is
NFL.
why, right? Like when you go back to the 80s, the 90s, like you knew the team. So like the league just got to stop. And not just the NBA does this, the NFL does this, hockey's starting to do it. Like, stop. This is about team, bro.
It's
Like,
tough
it's
though. I think it's tough with basketball though. Like, well, just because that's what the league was built on, highlight individual players.
they
And
changed that. It wasn't built on that. They changed it.
who the NBA?
Yes, we can even go back to Bill Russell days, right? We
But
could.
it wasn't lit. Like they got lit once Bird and Magic came in. Like that's when they start to get games televised often, and they start actually bringing in the ratings. And I think it is hard to go away from that formula. And then just imagine if they went from kind of taking power away from the players and kind of emphasizing a team type of thing. I think it would look bad. Like I don't think it would be a good look because the NFL was already the NFL stands on they 10 toes like yo no player is bigger than the sport. Imagine if the NBA took a step back and went into that. I don't think it would look good considering the league is 90% African Americans. I think it would just be a bad look.
so my thing is, listen, I hear what you're saying. Got very good points there, both of you gentlemen. But my thing is, I don't think it's lacking of stars because I think you have a lot of young
A
stars
lot
out there
of
you
young
can
stuff,
push. A
right?
lot. You got stars like Paulo. Let me shift for a minute here. Paulo
SGA.
is an absolute goddamn monster. This guy makes LeBron and everybody else looks like a child. This guy is like 6'8", 200 something. You got him. You got Tatum. You got Ant. You got SGA.
Yeah.
Right? You got Jokic. You got
Luca.
Luca. I don't think. I think the game comes down to
Got
it that
Giannis.
people are not watching. Yeah, is competitiveness.
This
I
guy's
think it comes down to competitiveness. That's why people are not watching. We watch a game now. We see a guy do a great dunk. We know these two guys have rivalries and they're going at each other. Right away, they're gonna get technical. If a guy dunks on somebody, he
Mm-hmm.
can't, he can't get hyped up. He gets a technical.
Mm-hmm.
That was a big part of the game, and that's what people like, the whole competitiveness. You know, you can't go back down to the court and go at the guy when he comes at you because you're gonna get a technical for everything. So I hear what you're saying. They need to do they can push stars, but also when we had teams and we had rivalries. We don't really have any more rivalries no more. Lakers versus Boston, it's not a rivalry no more. No one is really tuned and said, "Oh my God, Lakers are playing Boston. They're gonna go at it."
They're talking
You
about
know, it's
LeBron
gonna
and Tatum.
yeah, it's gonna be a dog fight. No,
But the rivalries are built on the individual players. Like the rivalry, the Lakers Celtics was built on Wilt and Bill Russell, and then Magic and Bird. Now that that's gone, that that same mystique is gone. And it's not that I don't think the NBA has the stars. I think that they're not marketed properly. I don't think that they're not. I think it's the marketing of the stars. And I don't even know if there's a player that is marketable on a level of the guys from the past that carried the league. And that's why when y'all say like maybe they should change the strategy that they used from before, I think that's a viable option. I just think it would be hard. Like I think that if since y'all kind of dropped the ball, might be trying to change change the blueprint. I just don't know like how. I just think it would be so difficult. I mean, I don't know. I don't think it'd be so much of the play because man, people are sheep, bro. They're gonna watch whatever you tell them to watch. Like we're in the minority as like the diehard fans that care about the actual game, and we're the minority. Like they market towards casuals. Like you know what I'm saying? That's kind of they market towards the casual fan because they're the majority. So where just like the NFL, like I just don't think it's what you guys are saying because the NFL they kind of transition into a softer, more fluff game too, and their views are still there. They still getting the ratings and stuff. That's why I think it's the market. I think the NFL does a better job of marketing. So obviously you can't touch the quarterbacks no more. It's all type of but they marketing properly so they keep in viewership. Whereas the NBA is carry it's just I don't know. I just think they missing something. It's a missing piece that it's gonna be a gap of time before they figure it out, I think.
well, like Mill said, when you market a team, there's one thing about NFL. If your team lose 16 in a row, NFL fans are showing up every goddamn Sunday, Monday, Thursday,
That's a fact.
right? Doesn't matter. I don't think ball has that.
No,
NFL
absolutely.
fans, they're gonna show up no matter what for their team.
Not to the level of like of football. Hell no.
Yeah, yeah.
Not even close.
All right, I'm
This
gonna
is-
go Birdman right now. Y'all
Yeah, go
finished?
ahead.
Y'all done?
Yeah.
Y'all
Oh,
Go
finished?
ahead.
Y'all done? All right,
All
cue me
yours.
up, son. Cue me up, son. Yo, you know what the problem is? Too many games, not enough serious diehard fans. When you guys talk about the NFL and compare it to the NBA, there's only 16 games. Every game counts. It's not just the fans, it's not just the league, it's not just the players. The whole system now is geared toward fantasy, which is yet again part of the reason why we have these problems. Players taking games off, certain teams, tanking in a way where it's obvious that they're trying to get a number one pick. You know what I mean? The coaching system of these coaches being, rotisserie, for a lack of better words, being swung around instead of bringing in new coaches, new talent to coach these teams and get them going. When Da Vinci's bringing up Magic, I forgot the coach's name. Sorry, no
Jamal
disrespect.
Mosley.
Jamal Mosley, right? Like Tell me how long he been coaching for. He probably ain't been coaching for that long.
No.
But
Almost
he's
3
bringing
years.
he's bringing fans to the Magic Arena because they see that team's playing hard. You know what I mean? How many times Da Vinci, Sly, over the last 2 years, we've been like, yo, man, this team just gave up. Coach don't even care. You know what I'm saying? It's to the point now, like Sly was saying, yeah, they're trying to market overseas. Well, guess what? You know who the superstar is gonna be, Sly? Da Vinci Mills? It's gonna be a European. Because they coming over and they playing better basketball. They may not be playing better defensive basketball, but they playing better basketball. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad that we have to think about superstars instead of yet again thinking about teams. But the reason why we're only thinking about superstars is because, yeah, like Sly said, that is the marketing that they've been doing. They market one player or a few players, and that's that. You know, like I haven't seen too many commercials with SGA, but you go to the
Yeah.
NFL, almost everybody who's somebody's got commercials. Baker Mayfield had 20 commercials in a shit team doing progressive commercials all day. You know what I mean? Not even just that. This whole, like, dude, let me calm down. This in-season game tournament, trash. This so-called
Mm,
4-team thing for the All-Star game. All-Star
yeah,
game is
yeah,
garbage,
Yeah.
bro.
yeah,
It
yeah.
is garbage. The dunk competition, I'm not watching that.
Mhm.
You look at the All-Star game now too. What defense? I swear to on my days. B when Kobe and them, and even before Kobe and them, when I used to watch the All-Star game, you seen guys going at each other.
Facts.
You
Yeah.
seen like we the West, we're the best. We the East, we the beast. Defense has been taken out the game. You want to know why defense has been taken out the game? Just like they did in baseball, just like they're doing the hockey, just like they're doing the football. They're pushing offense because they feel that the casual fans, like Sly said, they're there for that. They're not there for the grit and grind. They're not there to understand and learn any details. They just, hey, I want to see a car crash every play. Every play I want to see somebody get mangled. Or every play I want to see somebody shooting a half court three or doing some crazy dunk. They don't care about defense. What league cares about defense? And NBA is just the worst of it because yet again, they're trying all these different marketing ploys to try to bring people in instead of just keeping it simple, dude. Simple. I didn't love basketball because they shot threes. I love basketball because I love the way that they created art on the court. And like you gentlemen said, every player have their own style. There's never gonna be another Hakeem the Dream. There's never going to be another round of rebound. You know what I mean? There's not going to be another general. You know what I mean? There's not going to be another fundamentals, Mr. Fundamentals. Like all these guys had these nicknames and all this stuff was going on because the game in itself, especially at that time, it was from the inside out. So if you didn't have a good big man, you was toast. But now they playing this, like Mills said, like Kobe said, they playing this accidental basketball. You know,
Yeah.
what system? The only system I see is the Golden State Warriors. You tell me another team that has a system. You can uncue me, bro. You guys tell me another team that has a system. That's good to watch.
I think, as much as I hate to say it, I think the Celtics.
Mm-hmm.
As much as I hate to say it, I think the
Yeah.
Celtics have a
Yeah, they
system.
do. They
Yeah.
run that bullshit analytics, shoot a lot of threes, play good
Mm.
defense, motion. I mean, but they
So,
do definitely have a system.
so it answers what King just. But yo, listen, King just hit it right on the money. I think everybody we all said something that was real. And I think like I'm gonna just sum it up the best way I could. Um, but then King just said some shit. Yo, listen, the reason why guys had nicknames is because just like
Mhm.
you said, the art form of what they bring to the game.
Yeah.
It wasn't about okay, this superstar is scoring 35, 40 points, and so now we just gotta just be on his noggin. Nah, we really had Dennis Rodman be such a goat at what he did
Yeah,
on a rebound and like it wasn't just on some like oh my god no he brought beauty into rebounding, bro. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And
Yeah.
so that's just art form team. because everybody has a role to play. And I think that's why football still gets the ratings that it do because 11 guys has a role to
To
play
play.
in
Yeah.
one art form. And so when basketball gets back to that, and when guys really stop looking at it as like, yeah, I'm just trying to get at this money, but it all just revolves around everything because we can even talk about it, and I talked about it before. The NIL, these kids now getting close to $1 million at the age of 14, 15 years old, and it's like, bruh, what dog, what hunger are we still going to teach our youth and for the future still to come if all they're going to look at in the media driven engine and ESPN is going to just push statistics,
Yeah.
not roles, not the plus and minus. Because to me, that's the only statistic that needs to be just limelight and pushed every single day. The plus and minus, because it proves to you, it proves to everybody that okay, when this player's on the court, he's accumulating this amount of points and he's giving up this amount of points while he's on the court. So that's literally, if we want to push for statistics, analytics, that's literally the most accurate way of showing you that what's on the film doesn't lie within
Yeah.
the number.
But that's for us though. Like that's for us. That's for like the diehards. Like you know what I mean? The
Yeah.
casual fans, they only care about is, oh, you scored a lot of points. Oh, you did like that. They look at it from a like, a surface
Mm.
level. And unfortunately that is the primary those are the
Because the
primary people
fans,
that you're yeah, that's the people that you want to get. But I do have a one point though. So I think I remember one of you guys did mention how the WNBA is going up and the NBA is going down, right?
Mm.
Mhm.
And this is just gonna be tough to say, but that's really a product of, unfortunately, it's a product of bullshit. That whole the race, all of that, the Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, that's kind of what that is. That's a product of that. And I do think in order for the NBA to kind of have another ratings boost and get back to, well, I don't know, just start trending it back upwards. They need something like that, like some type of controversy.
Yeah, like
honestly,
Bird and
personally,
Magic.
exactly. I think it's less of kind of technical things that us enjoy as diehards, and I do think it's more, you
Get
know,
to the casual.
But
bullshit, nonsense. I do think that's more of what they need to trend back upwards. Unfortunately, like, cause that ain't my bag at all.
so, don't you think the reason why the viewership is down for the NBA is because the diehards are pushing away because they don't want to watch this garbage?
Of
I don't
course.
think so though.
I do think so. I
I
think
think
it's
the diehards though are
diehards.
gonna watch. We gonna watch like us. We gonna watch
Yeah,
that shit no matter what, bro. And I know I am. I'm gonna watch
Yeah.
basketball no
I
matter
will.
what.
I will. But I
I
also know a lot of
really,
I
I'm saying.
I know a lot of diehards that's been watching the game for year high, and
Mm-hmm.
they can't take it no more, right?
Yeah.
And but I'm still a guy that says, listen, I gotta watch it. It's life, you know.
Yeah.
It's life.
Uh,
There's a lot of different aspects in the game that I still enjoy. Doesn't as much
I think
as
it's still good. Like I like where the NBA is right now. Like I don't know. I do have my gripes with it, of course, but I like the talent. I like the players. I still like all of that though. Like I do think the game is getting softer, but I don't think that's a product. That's the society we live in
it's the
today.
league. You know,
Yeah,
I think that's society and the league's fault, right?
yeah, it's like we live
Yeah,
in an analytics driven society in
yeah.
general. So it's like I'm that's, unfortunately, we got to take that with a grain of salt. But I do think we need something like I think like the rivalries are big
Yeah.
because the rivalries grab casual fans. Like remember like 2016, 2017 where the Cavs and the Warriors was going at it. It was
Yeah.
lit. Like you know what I'm saying? Old ladies on the street, like oh Steph Curry and LeBron, like old ladies is watching finals. Like you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We need something like that to bring it back. Like you know what I mean, like some dynamic superstar, like something that stir the
yeah,
pot. Like we need
have dynamic
we need a
superstars in the
Caitlin Clark,
NBA.
bro. We need an Angel Reese. We need we need a Patrick Mahomes in the NBA, like a young, charismatic like person that's gonna drag in the people that don't really watch, but they know, oh, I like this guy, I want to watch because of him. Like we need one of those. I
That's
don't
I,
see none of
you
those.
know,
but
I think they need.
hold up.
Sorry, I don't like this
Okay,
guy. Sorry.
there's another thing that's happening as well, right? The way we consume sports, the way we consume TV, it
That's
is
a fact.
so this it's in your hand. So
Mhm.
guess what? You know how much League Pass is? I'm not paying for that. And
Mm.
I ain't gonna put myself in jail with the next statement, so I ain't gonna say how I'm watching these games. But I'll tell you this, I ain't paying for that, bro.
It's a way, the legal way.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm
There's
not
there's a
paying for that,
way.
bro. It's ridiculous. And yet again, like it's allowing the casual fans to kind of just pick and choose. You know what I mean? Instead of, in a lack of better words, forcing people to actually sit at home and watch these games. You know what I mean? With like no other choice. You know what I'm saying? And you're right. Yeah, they need some type of controversy, but at the end of the day, the NBA is just failing all the way around because they're trying too much gimmicks. You know what I mean? The last greatest dunk competition
Mm.
was Aaron Gordon and Zach Levine.
Hmm.
You know what year that was?
But
Wasn't it
here's
like
though,
years
when
ago?
you say that though, when you said what is that? That is competitiveness.
Yeah,
So that is also competitiveness. That is also LeBron James coming setting the trend. Listen, straight up, coming setting the trend for, I don't want to do the dunk competition. I'm a superstar. Like, no, no, no. Then you come out, you see guys like Zion Williams and all this. There's no competitiveness no more. Guys are scared to lose.
yep.
Mm.
So you
Just like
got like
boxing.
Jason Richardson and who else? These guys, they went at each other, they lost, they come back, they lost. Like,
Yeah,
Dominique, Michael, all of this. No one wants to lose. No one
for
wants to
sure.
lose.
I think a dunk contest is something different. I think the thing with the dunk contest though, the only guys that were like super the dunk contest is for the younger players though. Like you don't think like the dunk contest is for like the younger guys?
But it's always been like that, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't think like I do think LeBron should have been in it though, just cause.
Ant-Man never been in it.
Yeah.
Jaws never been in it. See what I'm
Yeah,
saying here?
yeah, I'm jacking it. I don't like
That
that trend though. I think when you young, you supposed to be in it. Yeah, I take that back. Yeah, when you young, like LeBron should have been in when he was like 19 or 20. Like he
For
he
sure.
should have kept that tradition going. Like
So before we end this, Brody, you want to run this clip for me real quick?
I first played organized basketball at 14, and I was drafted at 18.
But
First
you didn't
game.
really get to play that whole 4 years, though, right? You
No,
missed some
exactly.
seasons in high school, right?
Yeah, exactly right. I only played 2 years of high school basketball.
So to think about, you were the number 9 pick in the draft after playing basketball for just 2 years. That's crazy.
And then I went on to get Rookie of the Year, the first to ever get Rookie of the Year out of high school.
When did you make that decision? When did you know that it was league bound?
I was trying to get to the league for my freshman year in high school.
He said, I'm going.
Man, listen, man, I was trying to get out the hood, bro. You feel me? And then I had a role model, too. I never really spoke to when I was in high school, but I kind of watched him from afar. T-Mac from the same hood. He's from like a few cities over. But when I saw Mac go to high school, I'm like, I can do the same thing. But then you also got like, obviously KG came out of high school. Kobe came out of high school. And the guys can't do it no more, unfortunately. But for the guys who were able to go out of high school, I feel like we're a fraternity that can never be duplicated.
So
ah,
I just wanted to put that clip out there because it's something that we all have talked about, especially King Mills. The the hunger. You hear
mhm,
that, right? He started
yeah.
playing basketball at 14. He was eligible for 4 years in high school, only played 2. And that's Amari Stoudemire, who we know was more than just a high flyer. He understood the game. A lot of these young guys coming up, they're not understanding the game. They only care about the moolah, the moonyon, right? And it just goes to part of why I think even the NBA is failing is that they should allow certain people, or they should allow people to come straight out of high school. To be honest, if you're
yeah,
talented enough, why waste a year in college?
yeah, that's ridiculous.
The,
Why?
the 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 other crazy part about it is you have a way better setup today than you did when you was allowing kids to come out of high school with the G League.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all about.
Right.
So regardless
No.
of if we want to talk about
Already done.
with the young kids, it's the corporations. It's this thing is so deep. Like I said, I could dissect this thing so real, but it's literally a rat race, and that's what's really going on. It's literally a rat race to a sense of you're going after the biggest sponges in the world, to which is the children. And what you're teaching the children is not to have a hunger. And when you get this hunger, or when you get this little thing that you look up so to have so bad, to which is it's like, okay, the hunger is gone now because you did that already at the age of 15. You got kids at 15 making this, bro.
Yep. 200, 500, half a
Close to
mil.
$1 million a mom will never even touch. You got mothers out here that never touch close to $1 million. So it's we're living in a world right now and it's shifting something crazy, and I don't think everybody's really realizing. So we could always talk about droppings, what they could do, but it's really starting from teenage years, and it's really trickling effect to the older because the competition of everything. Everybody's like, "Yo, F it. What's the purpose?
Yeah.
I'm here now. I'm making the bread. I've been making the bread. What's the purpose of me going ahead to try to beat out my person that I've been growing up with? Okay, let's join the same team. Oh, everybody care about rings? All right, F it. Let's go to the same team. Let's win the ring. Who cares now? And we got the money. Oh, I ain't got to play 82 games. I'm still making money. I bet.
Yeah,
Hey,
the reason.
hey, and also, hey, listen. Who cares if I make it to the league? Listen, I'm already driving a Lambo.
I'm already
What's the
driving a
matter?
Lambo.
I'm
I
already
had it at
driving a Lambo.
16. I
Yeah,
got the
I'm
Tesla
already.
truck at 16 years
Yeah,
old.
yeah, I'm already driving a Lambo. I don't need to be hungry. If I don't make it to the league, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? It's a big part of that. Like you guys talk about, like back in the days, like early 2000s, 97, 98, all that stuff. Like these guys, they grind, bro. The all American game was a
Oh,
dogfight
that was a
because you
dog
want to
fight.
showcase your talent. It was a dogfight. Do they even still have those anymore? Do they even still have
But
those
ain't nobody
anymore?
care.
No, they do. They do.
They do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they still got it. It's in Houston.
Right.
Well, the last
It's,
game was in
it's
Houston.
it's probably like an all-star game, right?
Yeah,
All
it
right.
ain't good. It's not good
Yo,
at all.
oh yo, real shout out to Amari Stoudemire, man. You were one of those guys who made me came home, rushed home
Legendary
from
career.
school,
Facts.
and who's he gonna dunk on tonight? You know,
Right?
Amari, aka
And he
Stats.
played defense too, man. He was never a slouch. And that's why even Kenny Martin, that's another guy like people don't really give him his flowers. He was a defensive monster, man.
Mm-hmm.
Offensive end, yes, and he understood the game. He wasn't gonna be soft on his teammates. He was like,
Dog,
yo, do your
dog,
job. This is your
dog.
job. I'm gonna do my do your job.